Welcome to week 2 of GDP 110 Media Design. I'm Jenny Jacobs, I'm your instructor, and as you can see, I'm not in class today. So in lieu of the traditional class, I am not available to be there tonight, so instead we're going to have you guys watch this 15-minute video as I take you through the process of what you need to accomplish for week 2, and then we can talk a little bit about what you need to do in order to successfully complete your Learning to Draw Digitally assignment. I'm going to be available via email if you guys have any questions, so you can go ahead and email me. But while I am gone, John Lemon is going to be there to help you guys with any questions you have. For week 2, please read the lecture on format. You can see the link directly here, and you can read this entire lecture. I'm not going to do that today because we have limited time. You're also going to be receiving a second assignment, which is simple, and it's teaching you how to communicate the message publicly. So what I want you to do is watch this video and consider how you've experienced a public message in your life that you find interesting or intriguing. I want you to document the public message by taking a picture. You can take a picture on your phone is fine, and then you're going to post it into the forum with some brief commentary about what you think the message means publicly. All right, then back to week 2. You also have 2 exercises that you need to complete that are due next week. Again, these exercises are all or nothing, 100% or 0. John is there to support you with any questions you have about these exercises. The exercises aren't due until the end of the night next week. So when we meet again, you'll have time in class to do these as well. Exercises are incredibly important for your success in this class because they allow you to test and use different tools in the software so you can be successful when you move on to your bigger assignments. So your first exercise is creating Adobe Color swatches. Everything you need to know is in this instruction page, so I'm not going to give you a step-by-step. Okay, you can go ahead and read this all. You're going to watch this video right here. Then you're going to create a Cooler account, which is free and fun. You're going to create some color palettes. You're going to learn how to save a color swatch file and open it in Adobe Illustrator. And then you're going to go ahead and recolor the artwork that is given to you, which is these skateboarders right here. In order to do that, you're going to download the art file. It will go into your downloads. You will find it, and then you have to double click to open it. When you open it, it's opening in its native file format, which is Adobe Illustrator. That's the .ai, so it will automatically open it for you. The video will give you all the instructions you need to know on how to recolor that. All right. The other exercise you've been given is how to use the pen tool in Illustrator, which is also incredibly helpful and fun. So go ahead and click on the link. You're going to read all of the text here. You're going to download one of 2 files. You don't have to do both. You get to choose which one you want to do. You can either do pen tool exercise 1 or pen tool exercise 2. And then just like connect the dots, you go ahead and you use the pen tool to click and drag and follow the instructions to create these exercises. Then you save them as a PDF, and you upload them to the Moodle link. All right. What else do we have to cover? All right, let's see. Let's go to your Learning to Draw Digitally, or we'll call it the Scribbler assignment as well. Last week I gave you guys the assignment. We went over some really short basics. But let's go ahead and look at this to make sure you guys are comfortable with everything. All right. So as you know, you click on the name of the assignment to get to this web page that allows you to click through. Let me go ahead and show that to you for those who are new. Close this, close this. Okay, go ahead. Learning to Draw Digitally. It's going to open up, and then you can go ahead and click on that link right there, and it will open the assignment for you. Step-by-step instructions are given to you in this video. It is a very long video, it's 2 hours long, but it's just as helpful as if you were in class getting a lecture from me. It will show you everything you need to know on how to open an InDesign document, place a graphic, use Scribbler, and in the end, PDF it and turn it in. So some of you are going to have some major questions about how to put everything together. Remember, you need to have your full project assignment, which you've made in InDesign and turn into a PDF document. And then you also have your evaluation checklist, which will be a PDF document, and you have to merge the two. So if you're stuck on what to do, I have created a list of helpful resources for digital drawing. Go ahead and open this up. This is found in week 1 when the assignment was given to you. In here I have links to step-by-step instructions, different forums, and videos for various topics that will be helpful while you are working. How to create a new document in InDesign. How to place an image or a graphic in InDesign. How to create a text box and actually use it. How to complete your digital drawing assignment, step-by-step instructions, a video right here. How to take screenshots for both a PC and a Mac. How to PDF your InDesign document, and also how to merge multiple files using Adobe Acrobat Pro. If you do not have the software yet, you have the DAC Lab available to you to work on your assignments that is loaded with all of the software. The DAC Lab has everything you need. However, you can be expected to be working on your assignments hours outside of class and also likely outside of the times that the DAC Lab is open. If you are unsure when the DAC Lab is open, the hours are posted on the door. It's right across the hall from us. If you exit this room, you go straight and you'll see it. And then what I recommend is you purchase this actual software for your computer at home so you can complete these assignments, get this done on the weekend, you can do it in the evenings, and you don't have to worry about the time constraints of working in the DAC Lab. For those of you who are concerned with what software, we use Adobe Creative Cloud. Also, Adobe Creative Suite 6 would be appropriate for this, but the Creative Cloud, you have the abilities to get a student discount and you get updated software at all times. So as a quick review, for week 2, you're going to read the lecture on format. You're going to be assigned this new Communicating the Message Publicly assignment, in which you are asked to find public messages in and around campus, out when you're going to work, wherever you can find it. You're going to take a picture, document it, and talk about it. And then you have 2 exercises. Both of these are due at the end of class next week, so we have time to work on these together. And then you're going to have your Scribbler assignment, which is due at the beginning of class next week. If you guys are having major problems with this, let me know. We can talk about it. But I've given you bountiful resources to use in order for you to create the best assignment that you guys can. Also, John is available via email and in class, and so am I. So you can always shoot me an email. Email me at jennylynnjacobs@gmail.com if you have any questions. Don't send it to my pipeline email. It gets buried and I won't be able to address it. Anybody who hasn't finished the Introduce Yourself forum, please go ahead and do that. Make sure you take the syllabus quiz after you read the syllabus. And I think that's essentially it. So we have probably 5 more minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to open an InDesign file, place an image, and create a PDF quickly. So in InDesign, let me close this. To open a new document, you go File, New, Document. Here you have enough dialogue to drive you crazy, but trust me, it's quite simple. You want to turn off facing pages. That means pages that face each other like a book. For this assignment, you can do 1 page at a time and it's totally acceptable. I'm going to click OK. Letter size document is perfectly acceptable. And here you go. Here's our page. So the next step, let me go ahead and move this over. I wanted to make sure you guys could see what I was doing. So the next step would be to create a text box or add any images to your file. So we want to make sure that we file, save as before we start working. You do not want to lose your work. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my documents. We want GDP 110, and I'm going to name my file jjacobs _ scribbler. So I know what assignment this is, and I'm going to go ahead and save it. All right, so to create a text box to get started, I'm going to grab my type tool, it's the letter T here, and I'm going to go ahead and click and drag and create a big text box. Then you can see my cursor is blinking. That means I can go ahead and type. So I'm going to write scribbler assignment, and here's your chance to introduce the assignment. You can talk about any challenges you had and how you began this assignment, how you picked out your adjectives that you wanted to use, etc., etc. If you want to enlarge this text, you can highlight it and use the toolbar on top to make bigger or smaller. You can choose a different font. Okay, so this is how you would create a text box. And then what you'd want to do is you would want to place your sketches, your scribbler screenshots, your process all in this document. To do that, you can do File, Place, or you can do Command D or Control D if you're on a PC. And then you can go ahead and find an image that you want to use for your sketches, or maybe it's a picture that you have from your screenshot from your scribbler assignment. So let me go ahead and try to find a picture here that makes sense for you guys. So obviously this is not the scribbler assignment, but this is just to give you an idea of how to place an image. So I've selected my image, my scribbler screen capture, or perhaps a sketch. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And you can see it loads here to my mouse. Now I have the ability to simply click and drag and place the document in my file. So that's how you place a document. There are little guides that pop up that help you to align things center. And then what you can do is you can close up your text box a little bit. You can go ahead and create a new text box and then talk about something else in your scribbler assignment. Maybe you talk about your design narrative and what you've learned. Design narrative, yada, yada, yada. All right. If you wanted to create another page, you can go to your Pages panel and click this tab right here. And if you scroll up or down, you can see you have multiple pages. Now, when you have 2 pages, you want to make sure you can PDF it. So you want to go to File, Adobe PDF Presets is what I like to use, and use high quality print. Then you make sure you save it with your name and the name of the assignment to a folder that you can find. When you do that, I always like to double check and view my PDF after exporting so I can make sure it looks exactly what it needs to look like to be successful for this assignment. So I would double check with everything. I have my multiple pages, and I've PDF'd accordingly. If you have any questions about how to do this, please shoot me an email, but I ask you to check your resources beforehand. Ask John, or watch that video with all the step-by-step instructions on how to be successful. I hope you guys have a great class. I will see you next week. And if you have any concerns, again, shoot me an email. All right, take care. Thanks, guys.